So the first of these is just something that we don't normally talk about in Kickstarter land, and that's wargaming, but at a different scale. So this is a set of 15 mil fantasy creatures from the guys at Splintered Light for Warriors of the Blackfruit Forest. Blackfruit Forest. So this is a range of beastmen, monsters, minotaurs, tree men, ents, weird creations, terrain, heroes, and all sorts of things that you could use for either wargaming, skirmishing, role-playing potentially in 15 mil. These guys have been going for quite a long time now, and a lot of the sculpts by Ben Sine here that you can see have been getting better and better over the years. I absolutely love looking through their range because it always tempts me to start picking up some interesting stuff and playing in 15 mil and that smaller scale of wargaming.
Glad to hear that.
I'm also really tempted by this range as a resource as a dungeon master. I think I've talked about it a little bit in the past, but I think the idea of picking up smaller scale miniatures like these and using them for your heroes and your villains and your dungeon crawls and things makes it a little bit easier for dungeon masters to have that massive collection of miniatures without getting weighed down by the amount of stuff you've got to cart around to all your friends' houses.
I couldn't agree more. I have a 28 mil dungeon bag, a big square bag, and it's got all my doors, my floor tiles, and all my various monsters and stuff in it. If I could swap that out for a 15 mil dungeon bag, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Because
in the pocket.
Oh, absolutely. But I think 15 mil it should be the scale of role playing, because I think that the encounters and everything you can do it can make so much more sense at 15 mil, because you can start to tell the wider story on the tabletop of what's happening, and not everything is so condensed to that 8x8 square or whatever that you're stuck within as with your typical kind of 28 mil approach. I'm all up for this. 9 days left of that one, guys. So.
And they are pretty well funded. They've broke through quite a few stretch goals. So you've got things like the Twisted Stump, Beastman Hero. What else we got here? Ooh, wow.
The Wolfen Hero. Yeah.
Well, he's wearing a loincloth.
He's wearing a loincloth, Justin.
Good
so.
man.
Yeah,
he looks like he's had an accident, though. Let's go back up. No, just go back up. It does look a bit.
That's his teal. He's not had a curry.
All right, okay. That's brown stuff.
What were you saying there, Ben?
I was going to say, one of the cool things about this as well is they've included a bunch of add-ons, so you can pick up things like their 15 mil adventurous sets, because they have actually done a whole bunch of stuff for dungeon delving. So they've got dragons, encounter sets that are.
Do they have doors?
I'm not sure if they have terrain elements.
If you don't have doors, Splintered Light Miniatures, you need to sculpt some doors, okay? That's the most important thing in any dungeon kit, is to have a good selection of doors and
Adventures are nice.
Cagey things.
Hang on. Go back up to the Adventure Heroes. I recognise him. Hello, Slain.
Who's Slain?
2000 AD.
Which one's that? The one over there?
Based on the Bisley Pat Mills. But he's essentially a Celtic demigod. He's like Hercules, but in Ireland.
Nice.
Fantastic set of comics. You've never got into 2000.
No, I never got into
track
it.
Down Slain.
Yeah.
He warp spasms out all the time. Just it's essentially like Irish myth turned up to 11.
Wow.
You don't really need to ramp up Irish myth too much if you ever start reading it. It's mostly mental anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great.
Fantastic.
I'm loving those sculpts. I love the fact that the beastmen aren't just goats.
Yes.
So he's got fishmen, bearmen, wolfmen, birdmen, any sort of mutos.
One of the interesting things about it is that I've had this thing in my mind for a really long time that mainly because it's easy to paint, but I want to create a bear army for a fantasy war game.
You mean the way Justin wants to create a bear army for a fantasy war game?
And so
are we talking about a different kind of bear army here?
A big grizzly one.
Oh, sorry.
Wait a minute. That might also be the same thing.
Do you want grizzlies in your bear army, Justin?
Yeah. So bear with beards then? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Bears with beards. Yeah.
There is tons of stuff on this Kickstarter.
Isn't this Kickstarter awesome?
Yeah, but for all their add-ons and stuff that you can grab, you've got so much to choose from. It's cool.
Well, guys, go and check it out. Splintered Light Miniatures, the Warrior of the Blackroot Forest. 9 days left to go. Definitely worthy of support. We are officially throwing our weight behind the 15 mil for RPG campaign. Let's change the scale of this,
What's
guys.
happening? Why has nobody said the word saga
Tiny
yet?
saga.
Tiny saga.
Dwarfs.